They say money never sleeps, but most people chase it until they do. Every night, millions close their eyes hoping tomorrow's hours will pay better than today's. Yet the hours don't multiply, they only drain. You can't store them, stretch them, or buy more. You trade them, and that's how you age. That's the silent deal no one reads before signing. Time for money, money for things, things for distraction, and back again, until one man, one ordinary man, heard something different in the silence, the faint, metallic hum of a coin spinning by itself. It began in a small city apartment that smelled faintly of instant coffee and printer ink. The room was neat, disciplined, the kind of place where every object had a reason to stay. Amir, a 28-year-old accountant, lived there alone. His days were clean but colorless. Spreadsheets, calls, small talks about promotions that never arrived. Nights were slower, scrolling through other people's wins, their travel photos, their passive income smiles. He wasn't jealous, only tired of motion without movement. One evening, during a blackout, the hum of the refrigerator died, and for the first time the apartment fell completely silent. Amir lit a candle, its flame swaying slightly with each breath he took. He placed a single coin on the table, a habit he didn't fully understand. He flicked it just to watch it spin. The coin whirled in the orange light, wobbling, singing softly against the wood. Round and round he leaned in. For a second it looked alive, like it wanted to keep moving forever. Then it slowed, trembled, and fell flat with a dry clink. That sound hit him deeper than any motivational speech could. Everything in his life was like that, spinning only when he pushed it, dying the moment he stopped. He whispered to himself, "So this is what they mean when they say money works for you." Not as a phrase, but as physics. Motion that doesn't depend on your hand. He realized he had built a life where every coin only moved when he did. When he stopped, they slept too. That night he didn't sleep much. The candle melted to half its height, and the room smelled like warm wax and thought. Amir stared at the coin's dull face and felt both fear and curiosity. Fear of change, curiosity of control. Could he make that coin really spin without touching it again? Could he build something that hummed while he rested? Morning came gray and soft. The candle had drowned in its own wax. Amir slid the coin into his pocket before leaving for work. It felt heavier now, not because of metal, but because of meaning. Somewhere between exhaustion and awakening, a quiet idea had started to breathe. Maybe the richest people weren't the ones earning while awake, but the ones whose money kept spinning while they dreamed. Weeks passed, but the thought wouldn't leave him. At work, numbers swam across the screen like restless fish, but all Amir could see was that spinning coin. Every time he logged another hour, it felt like pushing that same coin again and again, watching it die again and again. He started wondering if there was another way to make it move. He didn't know yet that the answer would come from a place that smelled of old metal and dust. One rainy evening, seeking shelter, Amir wandered into a narrow alley and found a small repair shop wedged between two tall buildings. The sign read "Time and Things We Fix What Stops." Inside, clocks lined the walls, all ticking out of sync, a symphony of imperfection. Behind the counter sat an old man with round glasses and silver hair that looked like it had never left the wind. He glanced up, smiled faintly, and said, "You look like someone who's been running out of hours." Amir laughed, embarrassed. "You fix watches. I fix whatever tries to move forever," the man replied. He gestured to a workbench where gears, springs, and tiny screwdrivers rested under a lamp's soft glow. "What are you trying to fix?" Amir pulled the coin from his pocket. "This," he said, half joking. "I wanted to spin without my hand." The old man didn't laugh. He took the coin, placed it on the table, and gave it a gentle flick. It spun beautifully under the lamp. "Everyone wants that," he said. "Money that works when you don't." But the secret isn't in the coin, it's in the table beneath it. He placed his palm flat on the surface. If the surface is level and the air is still, the coin spins longer. If the surface shakes, it dies. Same with money, same with habits. Amir frowned. So it's not about how hard I spin it. It's about what you set it on, the man said softly. Your habits are the table. Your systems are the air. The words landed like a quiet thunder. All this time, Amir had been pushing harder, more hours, more effort, more caffeine, but his surface was chaos. His money leaked through bad routines, instant purchases, late fees, unused subscriptions. His nights vanished into endless scrolling. His life had friction. The old man handed back the coin. Make the table still, he said. Then even a soft push will keep it moving. That night, Amir sat at his desk again. He lit another candle. The same coin gleamed in its light. He flicked it once, but before it slowed, he steadied the table with both hands. The coin spun longer, maybe only 3 seconds more, but it felt like eternity. In that sound, the steady hum, he heard a truth that shook him. Wealth wasn't his speed, it was smoothness. He leaned back, eyes soft, whispering, so the goal isn't to earn faster, it's to remove the shake. Outside, rain slid down the window like melting glass. Inside, the coin kept spinning, longer than before. Amir began testing the lesson the next morning. Instead of rushing to check his phone, he sat for 1 quiet minute beside that same coin. He called it his spinning minute. No goals, no to-do list. Just 1 minute to imagine the coin turning on its own while he did nothing. The first few days felt silly, but something subtle began to shift. He stopped scrolling through sales at midnight. He set up automatic savings. He learned to schedule small investments that clicked quietly in the background. He even sold 3 things he never used: a gaming console, an old jacket, a broken tablet. Each tiny choice removed a shake from his table. Weeks later, when his paycheck arrived, he didn't feel the usual adrenaline rush to spend. He divided it calmly, living, learning, and growing. The growing part, even if small, felt alive. He realized growth wasn't in size, but in motion. His money was now moving even when he wasn't touching it. And strangely, his sleep became deeper. The man who once lay awake worrying about bills now listened to the soft hum of the ceiling fan and imagined that coin spinning somewhere in the dark, silent, steady, unstoppable. One night, out of curiosity, he visited the repair shop again. The old man was closing up. Amir thanked him and said, "I think I've finally got it spinning." The old man smiled, turning the shop sign to closed. "Then stop watching it," he said. "When you trust the motion, it spins longer." That evening, Amir performed his ritual again, the spinning minute. The steps were simple. Sit somewhere still. Place a coin flat on the table. Take 1 slow breath in, 1 slow breath out. Picture 1 habit today that can keep moving without you. A small automation, a scheduled transfer, a healthy system. Flick the coin once, watch it spin, then walk away before it stops. He learned later that even neuroscience agrees. A 2018 University of Chicago study found that people who automate decisions reduce mental fatigue by nearly 40% and stay consistent longer. Systems beat willpower. Smooth tables beat hard pushes. Amir's identity began to shift quietly. He no longer called himself an employee chasing hours. He began thinking, "I am an architect of motion." Every choice either adds friction or removes it. His confidence no longer came from hustle, but from harmony. The coin wasn't just a symbol of money anymore. It was proof of trust and stillness. And every night, before sleep, he whispered the mantra that grew from that candlelit lesson. "Let the quiet work while I rest. Let the motion do the rest." Then he'd smile, blow out the candle, and let the darkness hum. So tell me, if you placed a coin on your table tonight, what would make it spin on its own? Share your answer below, and maybe someone else will find their first motion to